Hey everyone, this is Alex, and this is episode 10 of the Ask Alex show, where I answer your questions about teaching English in Asia. And we are out here at Hanoi Airport in Vietnam, and I'm going to crack into a couple of questions, so let's do this. The first question comes from Luke Norian, and the question is, random, but what was your experience in a Korean jjimjilbang like? For those of you that don't know, this is the Korean spa that is very interesting because you go in there, you basically get naked, you go for baths, showers, you go in these heated baths, and then you go and you put these little outfits on, and then from there you go into the communal area, you can hang out, eat, you can sleep on mats, and essentially that was my experience. But the awkward thing is that you kind of just walk around naked, and if you're not comfortable with that, yeah, it's okay, it's cool, you get used to it, and I'm used to it now, but it's an interesting experience for sure. And you know, if you're intimidated by old naked people and young ones too, then you might have the same experience. Okay, question number 2 is from Karen Egri. Hello, had so much fun watching your vlog, thank you. The video is really high quality. Can you please share what kind of camera you're using? Yeah, sure. I was filming most of my videos on my GoPro last year, and that was awesome. You know, just had that in my hand, on my head, carrying it around, really easy to use. But I recently got a Sony a6000 with a 35mm 1.8 lens, which is really awesome, and that's what I'm using right now. Even in low light conditions like this, it's awesome. So yeah, that's what you're seeing right now. Street Wolf asks, how far in advance should you get your TEFL course prior to moving? Does it require an update every few months or years? Okay, so part 1 of this question is how far in advance should you do it? Do it in a time frame that you get it done before you start teaching. Even if you do it a month before and you finish it quickly, then that's fine. You can even start applying for jobs and just tell the recruiters that you're in the process of doing it, and then you'll update it and let them know when it's done. So as long as you finish it in time, or you can do it as far back and in the past, if that makes sense, as you like, because no, it doesn't expire at all. And a few people have asked me this. I'm not sure where this idea came from, but essentially the TEFL, once you've got it, it's fine for the rest of your life. So you could be 99 years old teaching English if you wanted to. But yeah, essentially just get it when you want. Even if you're thinking of teaching in a year or two, go ahead and do it now, and then when it comes to actually applying, you've got one thing out of the way. Okay, the next question is from Norma, and she asks, hey Alex, I love your videos. Just for future reference, how safe do you think Vietnam is for women? I want to go teach English in South Korea and in other countries eventually. P.S. South Africa is on my bucket list for places to visit. South Africa is great, highly recommend it. Cape Town's beautiful, go check it out. But Norma, thanks for the question. And yes, I would say Vietnam's very safe for women. Almost all the Asian countries that I've been to, including South Korea, Philippines, Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, there is not a big problem with being a woman traveling. And I know lots of women who've traveled solo, and the men in general are very, not as harassing. They don't harass as much as in countries like India, for example. It happens a lot. You don't really get that here. There is a small percentage of people who do that, but I think that's the case in any country. At the most, there's kind of reservedness. And at the worst, maybe you're going to get harassed slightly, but I've never heard or seen of anything too extreme on that front. And South Korea, for example, is probably the safest country in the world. My friend has left his phone sitting on the seat in the train literally 5 times. He's counted, and it's ended up at the end of the line, and someone's given it back to him. And in terms of being a woman there, it's really safe. There's nothing to worry about. So yeah, I mean, of course, you always be cautious about that stuff, but for the most part, I haven't heard about any big problems with that when being in Vietnam or most other Asian countries. I'll just finish off with it. All right, that's it from me today. Ask Alex episode 10, done and dusted. Send in your questions. If you have any questions about living and teaching English in Asia, I will try and answer them for you. Make sure to subscribe and like this video, and stay tuned for more in the future. So I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.